Welcome back to Satisfactory. Hey, it's 7:30, 4:51. We're gonna see if we can do another same day video here. I have myself set on completing some research this episode. I think our lack of technology is slowing us down a little bit. Yeah, I think I've got the steel on me. Let's check the steel beams. Ooh. How are we so short on steel beams? Actually, I've been saving my I'll make these, I guess. We need to do some overclocking. I'd rather not make these until I can double them. Because really we should be focusing on getting synthetics, but that's so far in the end game. And I think there's probably one or two other more random things we can get. Like material resonance screening. Merges up to 3 conveyor belts into one. Inputs can be prioritized to always be merged before the others. Probably an expensive build.
Priority merger unlocked. Useful for prioritizing between inputs to avoid eventual stoppage. If you have an issue with stoppage somewhere else, consult a physician instead.
Ew. Pretty sure. Getting the gas mask actually would be nice. We need 50 raw caterium. Yeah, we need 50 electronics, which is slowing us down on that. $12 per minute, and we need 800. 12.5. That's right at an hour. Of course, we don't have any steel to back that up. I'm pretty sure that we are sitting on... Yeah, a little bit of it's being made. We actually have a decent amount of coal coming in. So... we could go for some overclocky here. I really need to check power, though. $100 power buffer surplus. I think I'll only overclock as much as this guy can actually use. 112 steel per minute. so you can only use double. A little less than double, actually. $112.5, and we're consuming it's actually a pretty good increase. You know, I could technically make good use of the power improver. 50 computers. Oof. Yeah, it's all because of technology. I need to get my technology up. We could get that expanded power grid done. It's taking those oh so sweet and oh so important steel beams. And we're out of steel beams. I think I'm going to finish this even though, just so we can be done with that part, you know? Just mark this off the list. Ship it.
Milestone reached. After several pioneers started exhibiting traumatic responses to power blackouts, Fixit developed mitigation tools recommended by your local therapist. Power storages can hold excess power to delay or prevent blackouts in the eventuality that your factory's power consumption exceeds production. To simplify, these are rechargeable batteries. Power towers carry power lines for significantly greater distances than poles, facilitating factory expansion and exploitation of this environment for the good of Fixit and humanity. Unknown chemical element collected. This nonmetallic and multivalent element seems to be present only in a solid state and exhibits a most pungent smell. It is fortunate Fixit helmets are of such high quality. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
We need a bulk of 12 steel makes, so it's divided by 6, or I guess multiplied by 6. As far as how many steel beams we need, 1,000 minus 234 times 6. Oop. 766 times 6. 4,500 steel beams. Sheesh. Even this is only going to give us 45 per minute. Oh, I didn't mean to upgrade that. I was trying to connect to it. Mm-hmm. We need 2 more steel to complete this belt. All right. So that's just to get more iron ore in on this machine, which is way overclocked. Actually, how much iron ore is it trying to consume? 112 per minute? Oh. We'll make sure that that side is at least fully fulfilled. I mean, if there were an easy way for me to know exactly what the number should be. But even this isn't very much. Good chunk of coal in there, at least. I might need to make a little temp steel area over here. Let's check on the frames. How many frames do I need? 1 frame gives you 2 versatile frames. We need 800, so we need 400. We have 234 frames. Let's see if we happen to have frames. All right, that's more frames than we need. So yeah, it's just going to come down to the steel. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Let's see. Whatever steel I have, I should just drop it off. Well, that's technically not true. Yeah, technically it is true. Let's just go ahead and get these made. They're not going to last very long, but it'll be more And then, oh, of course, see, I need those steel beams to make more steel. Give me this back. Sorry. Just do a run out for some coal. But we also know that if we could get some Caterium, we should probably grab that as well. Because we need the Caterium for... Ooh. Not trying to turn this into an exploration video, but... the ability to overclock would be useful. I've got plenty of access to quartz crystal. I might do a little... see if there's any Caterium around. A little Caterium would actually be helpful research-wise. That's a good chunk of coal that we're bringing back. I think I just need to make some coal-specific build out here. Rotors. I wonder if I have access to any rotors. Oh yeah, we got a decent amount of rotors. And I may non-double make another overclock power shard. Let's see. This guy wants... let's say 750. So we need 1,500 steel beams. That's it? No. We need 6 times 750 times 6. 4,500 steel beams. Yeah, that's a lot. 75 steel beams per minute. I guess we should just do it. I think we've slid past as long as we can here. So this guy is 12.5 per minute. 75 beams per minute. Now I'm kind of just here to burn off all of our plates. That, I think we know we have tons of, yes. And now that we've found sulfur, we might have, though typically things take more than 20. Oh, no, this only takes 10 to make it scannable.
This unknown chemical element was in reality an unusual mixture of solid sulfide and sulfate materials from which sulfur can be extracted. Sulfur's primary use lies in fertilizers, which we have no use for. Instead, this element enables access to more volatile obstacle clearing and pioneer defending tools.
I mean, fertilizer would be good for food, but I guess I'm not eating and no one else is on the planet, so... Oh, no, wait. I am eating, but I have to gather my own food. The subtle disdain is almost worse than the obvious disdain. $15 per minute, so that's 5 of these. Then here we need 40 steel ingots. No, 60 steel ingots per minute. Oh. I think I can peel off. How many do I actually need? One makes 2, 750, so we need half of 750. $375. I think something like that is enough. There's 50 in the machine and 344 sitting there. So each of these needs 60 each per minute. This foundry can output, probably need to go over here, right? Because I know the foundry isn't going to give us exactly what we need. $45. Blah. 45 divided by 2. 22 and a half. Well, we know we need at least 5. Why is this one off the ground? Oh. There's a barrel nut bush there. The problem is I've built 5 of these. How much is it making? 45 per minute. I'll just make 2 extra. The problem with these types of setups is you're always trying to figure out how to inject it properly. I don't have a high confidence that those last couple are aligned properly. Now, we're only doing 40 here, so I don't need to use steel beams. I can use the somewhat cheaper reinforced plates to get these on the main belt. Just a quick line. And again, extra belts don't need to be super fast. And I'm only doing this just to save on steel beams. Let's get some power over there. I'm probably going to want to do some re-injection on this, but so to be on the safe side, I'm going to put these on top. So if we decide to add some more belts, it will be okay. Let's get this power connected here. And then we need 45 on each. Each belt here is 270. Oh, can hold exactly 6. Totally random, thank you. 72 power. I think I'm going to trip this. I'll try to take care of it in a second. I don't even have enough steel beams to make a container. I think I'll borrow this container. I think if we go just grab some more steel, or sorry, some more coal, by the time we get back, we should have some steel made. And we also need a purple power slug in order to research purple power slug shards. So we would need 2 purple power slugs. Is this enough coal? And I know I've got some containers over here with some extra iron lying around. There we go. Trying not to bust the fuse, though we should have some backup available to us in the way of solid biomass. These should be pretty close to nicely supplied. But what I want to do is kind of make sure that some of these guys at the end of the line are still getting good to start, at least. All right, now let's put in some splitter goodness. Oh, I put that first one in at the perfect angle. See, exactly what I was worried about is happening. These first machines are getting all the good stuff. But the guys at the end are waiting for their belts to fill. A little hand delivery of some iron ore. I think they're nicely caught up now. This guy is claiming that he's only getting 57, 56, 58% of the required resources to run full, so we're just going to give you all the steel beams we have. I could have built this a little better, the distribution wise, especially since I was going with 5 each. Or 5 or 6. I could have done a nice manifold hybrid, but once it all fills up, it'll be fine. I'm not worried about it. Let's get ourselves a little bit of power if we can afford it. I'm thinking we'll just do a little overclocking. I had planned to do overclocking on the small power plant anyway. So just a tad bit. We don't need a ton. Plus, technically, the pipes that we have in place aren't really built for much more than what we already have. I'd have to do some additional work. Maybe I could get away with it if I just upgraded that one pipe to 600. Consuming 45 per minute. $68 per minute. I'm pretty sure these water pumps are underclocked. 68 minus 45. I know the answer is 13, but... Oh, nope, it's actually 23. See, this is why we check. So technically, level 1 pipe is only going to handle 300. So now my total budget is 300 water. So 75 total on this one. That seems to be about as good as it's going to get. So that buys us 50 power, and right now we would have... we just got in under that, because that was 469 for a second there. So that saved us from a power outage. I had myself scheduled for trying to build a chunk of the... I don't know if I have neon plate double wide. Well, I might have close to what I need. Of course we need steel. Of course you need steel. the whole point of what we're trying to do here. And we need reinforced plate. We need a lot of everything. Or a little of everything, I should say. $400 steel's a lot, though. I guess given the choice between those two things, though, I should probably make sure that we're making versatile frames as quickly as possible. Our steel beams? We're still not making 75 steel beams. We're close. 88%. Maybe a little merger fun here. Technically, this could be an interesting use for the priority merger. Hopefully, I mean, the plan would be that that's going to get these guys here at the end just a little extra so they can run at 100%. I think that's getting close to what we're going to do for today. We made some versatile, but we didn't actually complete phase 2. I think we're going to complete phase 2 in the next episode. And then I think whatever we get unlocked based on that, will kind of be the key for our next step. I'm pretty sure I don't have stators. Oh, we don't need stators. Building a power tower might make a lot of sense. Just to get some good power storage going. And by that I mean my version of the power tower, which came before the game's version of the power tower. All right, 95%. I'm going to say that that means we're at full production speed now, finally. 12 and a half minutes, or 12 and a half per minute. 530 divided by 12.5. Yeah, so near the end of the next episode, we'll have phase 2 completed. I do think a tiny, tiny, tiny power tower would be nice. Doesn't have to be ginormous. Maybe 30. I say not ginormous, and then I click out 30 things. That seems like a lot, actually. I mean, probably you should do it with a blueprint. Just to get the build speed and the consistency where it needs to be. Go ahead and upgrade these just so we make a little bit more. On the mining side, the iron ore. Yeah, these are junk ore nodes. Double impure. But I think I'm going to put this in the category of every little bit helps. I think we're going to go ahead and call it. This has been another kind of same day. I'm going to have to find some time to catch up on videos so we can maintain a halfway decent sleep schedule and 5 videos per week of Satisfactory. I'm investigating some additional games to consider. Not all games work as well as Satisfactory's working these days, though. But we'll see about that. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.